Frontline with Kufuor, only on CTV.
Hundreds of thousands of MTN subscribers across the country are complaining and agitating over recent data exploitation by the telco. Speaking to some customers of MTN, many have decided to exit the network to other networks for easy access and affordable data. Meanwhile, the Frontline investigations have obtained some documents revealing the challenges as a result of a seemingly standoff between MTN and National Communication Authority, NCA. Tonight, we go out front to interrogate the situation. I am Kweku, and this is the Frontline, of course. Call it the Weekend Frontline, live from this very studio here in Accra. And we are transmitting live across dozens of stations, including our very own Sunyani 88.1 FM, and of course our very own in Western Region Tadi 99.1 FM, and across the Atlantic in London on GOB Radio TV, on modernghana.com, tune in, and of course still on GOB, get it on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and the link is my CTVGH plus the interactive segments on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461, 020-297-3461, 020-297-3461, and dozens of links picking it tonight. Folks, I know you are watching the show tonight, and this is your Weekend Frontline, coming to you live tonight from whichever corner you are watching it. We are connecting the whole of Ghana. We are starting from Upper East, Upper West. We are connecting Northern Region, Ashanti Region, Capital, Kumasi, and we are connecting Greater Accra, Eastern Region, Volta Region. We are connecting Brong Ahafo, Central Region, and connecting Takrady, and including the 6 regional capitals, both Northeast, West. Folks, this is the Frontline. We are bringing you a special edition. Viewers will recall about a month ago, I told you what it is that the Agyapadie document captured, right? About how they would take over the MTN in terms of its monopoly and shut MTN down. Now, many MTN subscribers, if you like, customers of late, barely some months now, have been complaining and agitating over what? Data exploitation. Yes, a lot more people believe that the MTN is exploiting them for whatever reasons. Many would not buy data and can use their data for like a day or two, and then the data will be gone. Where is this coming from? Now, as long as the MTN maintains, if you like, that control across the telco industry, it is believed that they're taking this monopoly. Therefore, some group of persons in the government believe that they have to shut down this, market force, if you like, the significant market power of MTN, and reduce MTN's power. Folks, this is a very serious issue. Tonight, if you are an MTN subscriber, MTN customer, come closer, come closer. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister all over the world. All MTN subscribers in Ghana, come here. Join the show tonight, and I really want all the MTN subscribers understand why you cannot buy, or why you buy data, and then in a matter of time, less than a day, less than 24 hours, and the data will be gone. The reasons for all of this, of course, has been spelled quite clear in the Agyapadie document. Why this document stated the circumstances under which they would, they are going to take over the MTN and bring MTN's monopoly down as a result of, if you like, the subscribers of MTN are facing this crossroads. But would you blame MTN for this? Tonight, the Frontline program have secured quite a number of documents explaining the reasons and the circumstances, as I call it in my intro, a standoff between MTN and the nation's regulatory organization called the National Communications Authority. These are the documents, folks. and you need to know why MTN is going through this. Now, a lot the document have written, we're going to open all of this to you. Plus, the current state of what Galamsey across Ghana's forests and water bodies. Would the President Kufuor declare state of emergency on Ghana's natural resources or otherwise? The President is not going to do that. All these and more tonight is coming. And we have some very latest reaction on our special intelligence report we delivered last Wednesday. Some other reactions also on the questions we posed to one of the candidates who, Nana Bediakon, some reactions coming on the Nana Bediakon's questions we posed to him, and it does appear some people, you know, it's beginning to make some kind of headlines out there. We'll give you the very latest on all of the above. Folks, this is the Weekend Frontline coming to you live from this studio, and all that, wherever you are, however you are listening, however you are viewing, this is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show with our investigative journalist Kufuor and the entire team glued to our set. Tonight, the executive producer Yao Yamba, of course, is going to be on the beat. It's a special edition, and we call it the Editor's Bench edition. Last Monday, Wednesday, we had Enoch Kufuor on the Editor's Bench, gave us all the analysis, the permutation about the manifestos of MPP NDC. Tonight, Yao Yamba, executive producer of this show, is on this beat. Why the Japan fixed MTN and why they are going to break MTN's monopoly tonight. It's going to be mind-blowing. Folks, Pakunyebi Sutras, why? Nienu Intusa Anamowe. Let's get started. Ebusiafo anadridie. And some no Dawson. Na Nina no said ya mwa munim no. Eye be me fa ne se na wo hwemu a ade a ye ne se enche anadwuwe ye ne se ye de sa program we special program we enanche me de ebrel kire se eye President Adodankwa Kufuor ye friend no Damien Duncan okofa sa company buy power company from GPGC edi buy ya ensem bebre akoba homa kire se ye di asemi akokot ema British court release 134 million United States dollars ema company and then ye sent ye the part 2 ne bro ye nya mfa mra kire se ye ya di bi wo sa investigation bi e wo sa de we ho Onyankopon yadma week here the next week ye be room no ye the part 2 no ebebro but obeka isu se ne promise so say MTN edumakui face challenge bia enye challenge kito anadwe wo ye MTN customer baby wo use MTN na me say ma wasomra ha say mu amoto data no enche na asa memfa weni bre ne nko MTN so bebre but mo so am follow program ye efa Agyapadie document no muhu say MTN for were mentioned our document in say akonia sebia wonom be ya wo de MTN beba form no wo de beba form mokai. By the way, so what kind document in the crowd will be award here there obetemase sentia Agyapadie document written by a group of political elite class, a group of political elite group in the governing New Patriotic Party. Any abusiakuo bia won mu free baby o mu free. No mo say akonia sebia so MTN eso mo de MTN e wo form. Ti menemo ka say MTN edumakuo no wo maso aye hye na MTN fo ni ntumi nkasa. There's a very good reason why MTN fo na ka o no atum. Amani o mu hunu nya amaneketo o. Ebusua yi nya amaneketo a anadwuwe ade biara ehye fom a ama MTN fo ho kire wom ho se dere wom ho yira wom no mu ntimi nkasa no ni na egu nkrata so ha ya picking na ha enyo wom o. It is coming from National Communications Authority NCA for NAS Aden. There's a standing MTN and NCA Nti anadwe we MTN customer mesrɛw unue bi MTN customer manasomra me nye MTN customer me department ha ne de MTN fo nko an tie na obi aye alert MTN adwuma company fo enso maso baby amowo bi amoma maso emra ha sei the front line, the weekend front line investigations ni nyoma yensa aka no ene enemo eba beden eba be chiche ne kama anadwi adagini ha kra folks ensmp nti fra unua na unua bi so mfrɛ unua no wɔ ha ne nyamonansa frɛ no ɔwɔ ha ene bogatanga ho frɛ no bogafo zanyere bi chiechia mu na friends saying tamale hofo na I mean anam tamale for no mechia mo sen kra friends saying me refi da goma na mekaya ebechia mu na all over bia unia program no benya wo television so say digital TV go on digital TV and flip through benya CTV we nyanso a mesraw hwehwɛ program no wo hemfa hwehwɛ no wo YouTube or Facebook or kwa link near my CTV GH ubenya program no wahwe no tem kama enya kwaduro me say we MTN customer mo wasomra ha say why me enkyere mo adebi at the same time tonight on the bill we are going to give you some very latest report on the Galamsey site any dia air cost wo ho na eni ne bi say President Kufuor will declare state of emergency because stakeholders need to be at the pressure to president to say on declare state of emergency on Ghana's natural resources. I didn't know ntimi nyeye. Ye behwe ho. Near the latest biama. Ebiom we have some latest report being so efa Wednesday intelligence report ye demamo efa ekwanya enipaku bi pese omo Islamite Ghana. Yes. They want to make sure that Ghana becomes an Islamic nation. Why? Answer CBO. There's a follow-up reaction on the Wednesday intelligence report here. Now, our report next week, part 2, second report, and so eba. A biome on Wednesday, yet 2 questions be edema. One of the candidates, Nana Bediako, on one senior friend Shedda. Say shadow, say shadow, whichever of it, there is something shadow. Yeah, the question is be man, but it does appear say I reactions be so yeah the APP was answer no so and also no ye wo and also who latest be yeah the better one mama na agree into a packed weekend program near the mouth. Tonight we go out front near the Newman now to tour. WhatsApp number in the down is 02029734661. Of course, I quick here of course. Of journalism, my job simply is to do one thing: services to God and country. Listen, my job here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, is services to God and country and nothing more less. And this I want to me define the amount, and I've always said, be part of the news making and be the first to know because you're what you listen to, folks. And I agree, say crack. My young in term, religious belt. Religious belt tonight. We bring you back special requests of Anti-Tithe Crusade on some religious heads, including the abuse of abolition of tithe paying to the church. Monday, me boade we chiremo na ye mami or London. Na wo hwe nsɛm a ɔde to hɔ ɛfa ɛkwanya asɔfo bi de tithe ɛde to a Christophobi fintinia. Now at the same time, one more tight eti nipa. Now Kokan say Pentecost Apostle of London. Etienne saying £350,000. And unechin want to fewer. And unechin foodstuffs on Toby. One more sorry na ye bibia no mu wia one more the titan so as the how margin. Ade and untin mami so far. One Ghanaian woman, me share Ghana ni babia, where you bold to say, oh, because women are more vulnerable to a soft no money on my yo. Na mami, ushe ni bring ni just say the seriousness or the kasa, two are so for who sa no say ni braba. How many women and no make me drown it take the fights like this? Anti-Tithe Crusade on Titan any a software womode tight ha enipa edi to fintinia enipa bi ayese kwaku yinti assembly bium. Take a listen to Anti-Tithe Crusade on in the Pentecostal order. Listen to this.
Church of Pentecost Apostle what UK ha na ye tua woka 3,750. Now what santi dam free? What is akatua no bosom yo? Wuria what santi dam free? Wuntua danka. Wuria asona no sasama ka free. Wuria ka no kra na sa asona sa bu petrol egu mama free. Uko Ghana na asona twa ticket ama free. Uwo na loka edigwa begu ho loka B edigwa begu ho u birthday na yasa share pumu uko preach ha na yasa share pumu na de amount inti aketua na basa sa 3,750 or the yeden mo nsesen woni pe woji aketua bibia yasa ya ma free inti sa 3,750 pounds na wo pastor waje apostle waje no or the yeden Pentecost what the yeden me no mienu ye kwa adwuma meti hehwe maketua 1,000 pe me kunu na ketua 2,000 na ye mienu yina me ne me kunu mienu yina akura no ye kan aketua boma enu 3,500 no yes yeah expenses are imri actually Pentecost akron for pastors and apostles me ne me kunu mienu ye kan aketua boma enu 3,750 apostle ba akopɛ waje no ye sori akri ya kwa adwuma ba yina o ya ketua ye ka boma enu sa na so ya ne ye tua ye danka me kunu yusu ka wono ana atɔ ne ka wono ana ebu ne petrol ya ne ye tua ye bills ya ne ye ko Ghana ya ne ye tua ye ticket ya sa sika kakra ye no mu ne ye di boy ye bla ye bibia o wi asi ye meyi so title mo na wo apostle wutifie wunya adwuma apostle wutifie onya adwuma oje 3,750 owia watidam free wontua danka owia fuel otuka nyono na obu fuel ka no so nyono na oto asofo mu no mbiri mo se me bo mo akromfo adenti na bibia ma no ametimi ka se osofo bi a woje tight wo yakromfo adenti a se ya na me kan se osofo bi a woje tight wo yakromfo adenti na me ka sa enti a me ka sa wo yakromfo ne se se wo sofo wonim se Kristo som no ehyaase ewo Acts chapter 2 adenti na sofo woje tight na fe wo de me be ko mighty se Kristo som no ehyaase wo Acts adenti na yenkwa yanim na yesan yachi na wo ko first story ten and Abraham yes and Melchizedek yes Acts ho no wa Abraham ne oye bi wo Acts ana wa hu Melchizedek ne oye bi e wo Acts ho enti se ya kasa wo ya kronfo a monte ya se unless say we be fisa akro no no mu enti say wo sofo no wo teach wo preach say akro fo nja akro no a yenso ye pese wo sofo wo nja akro no no ye pese sofo we wo fura chiri ho na wo ba wanim Kristo som no ye hyase wo act enti mo ma yen free act ho na yen koma mo mfa yen san ya chi ono ne enti a megina so kasa mo ya akro fo no enu ni nyina ni eyimbe sa wo ya sofo bi wuti ufie wo ya apostle bi wuti ufie that was man be kid there they be also no say me papa bi sofo bi na friend o si se me sole na me kwaji tight pe na makai abna be kisi ya akro fo enya sa me bobu sa mo ya akro fo sa akeke o na mom ni a me pesa me kira mo ne say Kristo som ne hyase wa asomafo ni nnwuma tira ye mienu Acts chapter 2 ehwana Kristo som hyase enti se woti me ehunu no kura enti se na asofo wo ka kira me se eyampa Kristo Yesu wo achi na Kristo som no hyase na Kristo Yesu wana masomafo no so na ode Kristo som ba ya wo sofo apostle na bonse mama watcha correct na mom adanti na wode me nsa machi akoma Matthew me kopedie wo Matthew ho akoyi tight adanti na motimi call to Matthew 23:23 adegi tight wo bra na Kristosum enya anhyase nti wonya kromfo abesa se wonya thief kromfo a obesa Kristosum hyase wa asomafo ni nwuma ode me koye dia o Malakai me kopedie o Malakai or the Kristosum bi bai wan fa Kristosum amba enti ye Kristofor ye Kristofor ye Kristo Yesu achidifo Kristosum na rade de na mabino so na ba ye asomafo na omode Kristosum ba ye ne they were quiet on tight enti adenti na mo making noise on tight adenti na mo ye de were tight ho and then mo the tight twanya member sinti bia e wa so dem mo the tight no makura mo den e de twanya member sinti bia e wa so dem ene ye hu no kura no na ye ka enti wutina aka za amra be kiso me ye kromfo a wan ka se jeje hu se ye kromfo ampa ma sama me di bi sa apostle and pastors ne se Kristosum no wo si ahyase wo art wo kopede o Matthew 23 wo Matthew 23 wo na Kristosum ahyase there bi Malakai na Kristosum ahyase there bi Malakai 3:10 na mudi wi ankrofo no na Kristosum ahyase there bi Kristosum ahyase e wo art enti yansa yachi enti osofu biara wonim se Kristosum ahyase wo art na wo san wachi akwagina Matthew akwagina Malakai agina so agi tight wo ye kromfo mercy 200 times so we ye kromfo enti sa wo preach so binja krono a wo so di nkanja sa krono no wan kasa sofu di nkanja sa krono no e wo de bonya member no enti sa wo ye church leader and church member enti mi nka wundwuma bone enchile na ne wo leader no so bi antumi nka wundwuma bone enchile dia na chese wo be kum nyame manka se Yesu mba no na chese wo de wonhye ye bone akum nyame mba wo asase so Osu abofu bia no wo free so abeka wo apostle wasem anaso wo free osu abofu bia no wo free so abeka wo pastor wasem yen church members yes and say Bible say nia otwa sana ya onim sana achia kwanum na di wachi on be correct wo apostle catch me esena wo twa na wachia no hwananum na di wachi on betima catch us apostle wachia no pastor wachia hwananuma od betumi dia fa members so Inti ye wa hu kwan 100% times 100% say ye catch us apostle kwan na wo twa no wachia no esa na wo twa no.
Beautiful. Those are hearts. Tibeki, why are dear dodo? God bless you wherever you are. Why are dear Papa spoke boldly and said what nipa binti minka. Asori Pentecost. Apostle a war London. Many pair war London wo ho ento wom. As sana be before you we your kan yi Asori Pentecost no enye bebre de. No mu twe ma me kra wo fom. Na se kanenu a odaso aso no mu a afidi on be se wo yese yabo wasan. Asori amfom so ba de omu kan ne se yabo ya twe wasan ni nsem bi kikasa da bio in Pentecost no obi yamfom so a yenhwe kwan a yetene nipa no o ne yetene no the woman instant judgment e wa so nim se yabo wasan no edo akotena kire ho baby yemfa eno entwere ho now on Wednesday we went out front on our special intelligence report about how a grand conspiracy ploy is in the making to Islamize this nation. However, numerically, Christians can be said to be predominant in the order lines, and they need to establish this. Last Wednesday, the report to be to what? A special reporter. Ye be a report mu sanchira de bi se enipakuo bi ene amayama bi a wonu mususu se wo mo pese mo edo mo ho be frafra Ghana ye ni o mayom neni na no eli di se wonu mo pese omen Echo Islamic asumu and also omode Islam wura oman mu ha papa yi. Na semwa me ka kire Ghana for answer me sremo me nkope se obi beje ma no esi bone me wo senti a me kasa ye issues that disclaimer no. However, we made a categorical statement say enye de ye attack on a religion or some sort ye chirichiri ma asem ni mu da ho yi. Indeed, our report was not meant to denigrate or to spite or spew any negative input into the Muslim Christian community. None of the above. But chirichiri mu say asama ye ka no enya edi etwi ye nuanu Muslimi fo no edi atwe o ma say no. Yes, ana asem ne tie. Ene biom enya asem so aye ka say emfanta wanta wabi emra e Christopher ene Muslimi for so ntem no. Yes, ana asem ne tie. Na me kanya ma me bie asem no so kopie say mo hwe oman bi to say Israel. Between Israel and Palestine, wo me nipaku baako. Two families o. Israel and Palestine ebusia obi anim say asem we nya afi na mbechirem. Now so bria me mo ka say udru Israel memu a and dia esi ewo Israel only God knows how many centuries nie. About how many centuries I don't know. Asanto kwano eda so ho ede e ben am ede abasem so mo ye busia Isaac asefo ene Ishmael asefo enti omo kra de fa ne se papa baako o papa say ene ne ma eyire no mienu nti we asembo ne bi eba wom aha na eno no ene omu ntimi ntran ma asomre emma omo ntem nti wiase no obia ka koni diem seven prediasa so obi nkamba wodie mo ene nkyere so wotan no eno sunti ye wakase bi se ebusuan hoyi etese kwaye uduru ho a edue bi asidiesie yes enye bone kwan so enti mu a mo wa bonten ho a eye mo se an mo susu se mo dwen se mo feel se aha kweku anano no wo preach religious xenophobia. You are sick. Wonye papa e before style no ensem bi ka na ye modene na muntimi nka ne kure ensem bi ka ena mantimu tumi nka ne kure but minimum go into the Islamic religion. There is no way any Islam head our way busiem ebe ma kwan say ne ba Muslim ni onware Christian. No, it doesn't matter how the love is all ma kwan but and also nkyere say Muslim peninu watan sa Christian no on tano. No. Brebra ma amane ma kire say there is what you call religious barrier. There's a religious boundary. And one person or the religion or religion what the babete no so ordinary de ababete to. Is say we a Christian na wo kwa worry Muslim ni. Bonini now so bia papai we a Muslim ni na obe sorry empre enum ebutu na akofo how they aba mami we a Christian we si weni nye ho sa weni nye ho a ono so ne som no ade nti na akọ ha na dwene pam no otwa no ene wan ware no a asem beba asem ya ma and the reason why enye so common say the Christians will marry the Muslims no enye bone kwan so because of the religious boundaries any barriers no ene obi antra ne diem no obi a yen na ye onyankopon ba ne yen na ye nsom yen nuanu Muslimi fo si omtiase e Christopher no so a ya no wei ene yen say ni mu dede yo mosomonye obi antra ne baby asem ni na no but you see meto me boa sinema church sa intelligence report no so say a Christopher no so beti omho so say there is a grand move enu ye bibia ebetini ayden atopo the ways a Christopher no person omo ye omade now a hono na medemo ko say by numerical a Christopher no ye do so chen other religious groups no but answer a Christopher no betra ho e ma sa na mo na koso ano e se me yimu asutire so say me kanya be ka se mi kire mo say ukọ amayama bi a fa ne say ukọ Saudi Arabia minima de ko ebe ye ne weduru Saudi Arabia na wako jina Saudi Arabia na wafa aye kan saying microphone and a megaphone no wako jina say wo kanya mesem wo yare ana say dam na wo bo. What's wrong with you? But so we nipa almost ye nipa o. But what identified the people of Saudi Arabia by their culture and by their everything can be adduced from that of their religion, which identifies them. And you cannot fault them. Udru Kuwait, the people of Kuwait is, it can be identified by them, say, Wami Muslimi. It's okay coming now, Bomwa. Womo identity no enedahono. Oko China, as I said, the Chinese, by their culture and by their identity, what identify them can be traced in their religion. And religion, they're predominantly Buddhist. Sana uko India should the same. The predominance, saying acts that identify and so even and through their culture, it's religion called Hindu, and so other religious groups about the Hindus, the part of Buddhists, the Hare Krishnas, and the Baha'is, and in your maybe brave. And the religion you grow. Do not underestimate the power drive of religion and what it can do to a nation. And into Karl Marx said, religion is the opium of the masses. And there's a very good reason why. Religion was brought to every nation biano in religion. Africans, we had religion. Africans and your religion, the religion of Africans, and your Christianity, no. The religion of Africans here in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Zimbabwe, South Africa, Togo, Benin, Burkina, all over Africa, may say, and your Christianity, please. Dr. Akoto, wherever you are tonight, I salute you. You are one of the big lecturers at African Studies, University of Ghana. You love this program, Dr. Akoto. We area na mede okono. Akoto unza, we area na mede okono. Wa being rough. Or a lecturer in African Studies. Now, it I say before I say, Christianity enye Africa form of religion. It means that Africans nankasano ye yare. We are a sick one, a lost generation, a confused human species. You name the air. And you say, I saw them, Namo Bob Umpire, no, we are the Kasebi Swebego, Hiribaba, Net the Bebana by Kikoma, Gadusa, Iko, Braka, Namanesa, and Subway Nimikika, Munim Diamoye. But say, Africans, Christianity and yet more religion. Until, say, Africans should sit to diversify, say, your religious inheritance in the But when the Brunini is smart, say, the white people could not have gone to South Korea. They could not have gone to where? China. They could not have gone to North Korea, Japan, to go and colonialism or whatever you call it. Our colonial masters, say, baby, no finding a safe haven, Africa. So when they came to Africa, Africans had our own religious sect, but they managed to demonize our religion, our culture, which identify us. Now, mind you, say your cultural practices near there. You can see can be identified through the culture and the religion. To minimum can say festival aso esi sabria ejada sopano the people of Central Region. Afashe, go there, na share the people of the Fancies. You can see say Afashana yedieno. The Afashana in itself also brings the identity as the people of the Fancies, our culture, the people of the Fancies and our religion through the same culture, not Christianity. No. And don't say Bible no there. Woman dey brim ye ni so say dey penny bia. enti me pa mo cho ensam na America na timase ni baby America. However, we believe it's imperative to bring the attention of the Christian community here in Ghana much closer to the ploy. Again, the blueprints encapsulate in the New World Order arrangement soon to hit or make a landfall. That's fundamentally our objective, though. Enti ni nano ye sadia ne se de bie e Christopher ni na Christopher ne hu dia eko adia eba besi wo memu obeka say too far from say no, there's a lot of ground move. Na no me ka kira mu say saadi ni su besi a ebe depend which particular leader ben and the Ghana be, you know, in the next couple of, say, 92 more days to go or less. Yeah. Now, when my dear, and yet Ghana no not just no amayama bi womanamo wo pese omutuo across the region. So it's a Boko Haram for one more. But it's been how many years? The Nigerian government are trying to fight Boko Haram. Nigeria, Udruwa. Nigeria, a Muslim community, huge. But Nigeria is not a Muslim country. No. Sema. Inti momi enshe adena ye no. A Muslim ni no. But at the same time, so also unya wadu say ubedi diako ni diem no so ubedi diako odiem. Obia ne de let's respect the boundaries. But ntimi nkoba say obi so ba be fa an undue advantage and expediency to say so no me bokwan we dia to ha na me ka kire mo say eno beba so a educational curriculum ni me bibre besesa they will infuse a lot on time ni pan but at the same time so no you will not be happy say enyeme bi wo eye Muslim religion ma ye de beba school say oba onkosua at all costs no and Muslim for no so enko ba say at all costs enyeme bi wo Bible ma chichira ye fa measure so omusua no obia ni diem eni na wo schools ho a there are Muslim brothers and sisters no wo time so wo mokoye o ma sorry a Christopher wo mo so koye den wo mokoye o ma sorry obia di ni diem adenti na emma na sa ni pe bi pese o mo fa kwan bi na efi o mo pese no. Let's go and Islamite the nation. How? And you be on a montiasia, Master and Mekikebi. Way nana make any nano, Mekabe see so say a grand move. Ah, one more this move way, Aquashe and Sawanubi, Emu, and Sawanubea, the blueprints called the New World. Mekacha say go and read a lot more about the New World Order and what's encapsulated in it. Na nyesa atamia ebia your elections nearby meje time I'll come and explain much deeper what the world is about to be ushered into that you don't know, including even leaders in Africa ekra enim much about this New World Order. Any baby a day na Christopher no are caught in the crossfire of this New World Order. Na Christopher no cry more a Christopher no more do my software ni bebre me so omo ye mobo the woman ni idea of this New World Order ni baby a day eko now mo be hwa dibi sometime last year if I recall leaders including our president Adodankwa Kufuor paid a visit to a place called Mount Sinai in Egypt. Mokai, I stand to be corrected. So yet last year, last 2 years, a group of world leaders who paid a visit to where? A place called Mount Sinai, Egypt. No, most of them to reunite, or if you like, realign the Mosaic law. All right, the Mosaic laws of what they call the 10 Commandments. Really, why not catch it? President Kufuor about Beka say me jira mo ho. Mount Sinai almost omo kwa kwhye the Mosaic law no so omo kwotro no fufuro 10 Commandments and some world leaders gathered there. Go and find out from President Kufuor so kwaye there or when and they were going to do what? And a communique came out of this visit that the move was to ensure what you call climate change. Really, climate change power. More sure. The New World Order is in the making, and I tell you, it is coming thick and fast. And nations around the world have no idea what is going on, including the leaders of the nation. Me say, it is coming thick and fast to the extent that the leaders in the nation do not even have an idea, like our own. Now, Moon said, on Wednesday, Messiah Kasembi said, now leaders now, yebeto Musaba or Ghana, who among them, and all champion an agenda and a move called the cashless world. Or ya Moon said, answer tonight, I'm going to give you the name. Who is that leader trying to become the president of this nation? Or champion of what you call the cashless world. Now, I'm sure say maybe on one case growing, but you know what? The cashless world is a form of a technology they are trying to, push to the global world. In itself, a form of a technology that enhances our way of, transaction, business here and there. And I say for just say, I feel ye could ye bedroom pempenswa, ye fesika and nigga biom, obian fesika and sheni bottom biom. We are in the cashless world. Kwanye befa so ye bedi dwano eba. Simon, now I want to make a semi-tram say no. Go, ukwa New World Order eyade omde ato ho de. New World Order when a launch here, it has been launched long ago, somewhere in 1995. Even though the New World Order program has been written centuries ago, but it was launched in 1995 by former U.S. President George Bush, ne papa, Prescott Bush, on a launch in. Now, there you will know that the whole of this New World Order, as part of the cashless world now, Amayamani Biwa Africa, champion, it's a whole bulky thing. It will come as what? The first to go and to experience the ecumenical world. The ecumenical world is a form of introducing onto the world one world religion. Ewiase nara yebebo ye muase tieniye ye nara yebebo ye muase ama otumfo ba kope sa otumfo de miminim no kra tonight ye ni hu nkomo. Go and research. Ewiase nara eba bebo ye muase ama otumfo ba ko nti say ye Christosumo eye Muslim religion Hare Krishna Hindu Baha'i all religious groups around the world will come under the ecumenical world. Now, me catch them say the two somewhere 2015, 2012, was 2012, 2015, and was started say then he started visiting all over the global world, speaking to religious heads, including the Russian patriarch Nini Pabai. They are trying to bring all the religious groups under one umbrella. Menemo say, I am sure sir, some scholars out there are aware that this Bible you see, sooner rather later, there's going to be another Bible coming called the Biblia. I didn't know Moses a Bible, no. Even cry Bible yanka say ye no cry and no cry be amudi. Uko esumni bimwa says no most of Bible. And this is not the first time they cast the way. Go and check. Why? And no free wa and sana afi yaba. The one world government. The one world government, and as a cashless world way, ebe introduce no. Nti ye face can ni review. All right. So, one world religion, one world government, ebe pie. Omina kabomwa. Afi yebenya. From one world government, yebinya one world army. Ghana army, Burkina Faso army, when nina yebe shutting down, will be controlled by one global pillar. Nina me career na me coach say trace this significant idea way blueprint way into Revelation 13, and that's the human figure. Case closed. Now, Menemo say, as part of the New World Order agenda, it's also the journey to the cashless world. No, Yembisa said Ghana, who Ghana and our champions are there. Why? Who among the candidates and what champion the New World Order agenda? No, the friend saying the candidate for the governing New Patriotic Party, Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, Munkobisa. Munkobisa Bawumia say, is he championing the cashless world program? Why name the share in the con? Most sorry, and a digitalization. BBN wo mo ya M1 nipa o. Ebebo nipa, it is to enhance human development. But beneath the ashemuno unye hui. Now you know what? The New World Order program, and I can tell you, sir, all the continents in Africa in the delay in the passage of the fullest of it, including the gay and lesbian rights. And yet better sao. And all of this, and you so one more champions way ma abewiasena. It's called the 13th bloodline. The 13th bloodline. Omo ye wan kwana kwhwehwe o ma say. Ebusia omo ye say the 13th bloodline family. Unimwom. O Tigana ha. Why do you say we local politics now we no NDC MPP na eno ane ayi sa ho. Do you know the forces? The forces are far controlling the governments around the world. Do you know the forces controlling your leadership? We are aware. Do you know what is going on? And I'm facing about politics and one. Sir, there are some leaders in our bar. Etrimode and Bonia womuditia or mine won. I will tell you tonight, sometimes a binimum and your mupeu. Ya mom aside. Try and find out why. In many cases, if a president is elected around the world, as soon as he be elected, he has to pay homage to the Pope of Vatican. Adenti and all leaders around the world, including the U.S. president, also pay homage to the Vatican. Your president Adodanko Kufuor paid a visit to Vatican Pope. President Kufuor Robeka Chiramoda. Me yachemo Agyapadie document no ye ba be review me eya na me yi footage bi wom me yachemo enche na ya na wahwe se okọ pope ho no na pope one ne ye den wo hwe de watch the procession between your president and the pope no we and the pope die na odema no na die na what that document nim tell your president Kufuor to expose that document for you. When you sit down sometime, I will say, hey, and you can't say, and on my and the president, say, so don't be surprised that you bet to me to abandon. Will change the government. And the fact that you believe it's a lot of corruption across MPP, but you know, the next government of Bebano will not even arrest any one hell of a person and prosecute. Do you know why? Don't go there. The powers that controls the pillars of this four world is beyond you and I. Okay? Me see about twa bewie. Ni wia. Yenim se sa esimesi obente. One man disika o. Esi a chomugum, but none will go to jail. Obi abeko free. Do you know why? Do you know the powers that controls this world? Omani yedia o, nansinye yedia, ewura no mo ho. Why? To oboase. Go and search for the 13th family, the bloodline family, who controls the global political economic power. Yes. Your vice president, who is also the candidate among the governing New Patriotic Party or champions, or the technology is seen in Israel yet, or about me, or Muslim, yeah? But it doesn't matter your religious background. No. They know what. Now, me say. President be beba so se president no kono so timi ba gay rights or Ghana mo be pass se ma pass here na konko ho me say they will activate it eni ma be si wo mo man ma no mu hu bi da ehu yi ehu papa enya asem anodwo sa o. Look, at the time you are asleep nipa bi ndai, the night is busier than the day, and there are forces, there are powers at work. America say, and it may be because the people of America, you see, there is a big brother in charge. All this technology of dear ben, and a yen signing to digital address, Yen sign it to the cards. All this card where yeah. Quickly, o slot here near who identity and then I say for na fahinisi and say Ninara go trace it to Revelation 13 because sooner rather later on unko hospital be me say Ubedru hospital it's just a matter of do 1, 2, 3 and your whole day is there for the doctor to communicate with without you talking. And son of you what you call the MMR, you know, the more that's the multiple micro electro array and also sa implantable chips ye di be rura ni pedwemu mo bi enya bi na honne Christopher no mobile madwen say unyi bi there then you be excommunicated because you cannot have access to any government building or even aircraft or buy or sell because we've gotten to that era. To say me catch am say nya wadwen say some Bible no cultural Antichrist wadwen also oba be si wo so honi bia no be pie fia pono mu nya wadwen say asofo no mun church mu members na what is coming, the terror at night, the terror at day and noon, what is coming. They've taken over you already using your governments. They are using your government to enslave you, called the big brother. Why are you ready? All this telecommunication system near there. Now me tell na akwa because baumie ko baby who yan see when your message say baumie be real. Meanwhile yen na onim say baumie ni number is any when your message. Do you know how the communication system operates now? And the ababeka communication wasem folks. And I believe say me the new message ho said say me this year. See hono say eni pe so ntia say adenti ena me say me wo asem bisa ora nana bediakon ale asheda muniama bi ni no muniama bi say netie and some people are far trying to question me say kwekunfo wasam nkono so and the weekend I'm in the very good mood so I'll respect myself and respect them, but don't you dare step at my boundary. And I'll be catching say mini rice maybe sanana bediakono question. Now let's, as long as I committee me fee, na me ba be yedwuma ha. Me free na me dru me fee it is in my home and one no. Me fee. So me fee me private life. But as long as I met sorry say me per se me be take leadership role e wo memu. Say bia me ye minister and I me person me be president. What you must know is that I no longer hold private life to myself anymore and my external family. There's nothing like that. Anything about my external family, including myself, and the confines of my living room and my bedroom is exposed to the world. So there's not more private land. No, please don't go there. Or person be taking leadership position wa Ghana meboa nti nyame na dom ne de Ghana hye ne nsa me no me you and I our taxes ye sika ene ye de behwe no ye de bia hwe amayama mperinfo bebre wa Ghana ha emomo afaso e de sisi omo private buildings omo tititi mu a and all many of our presidents we don't have official building e de amom say we obia efa konua se bi so no omo di state sika no akwakoto wo mo dan no omo timo yes Ghana na hwe omo meboa nti no ye oba no be deep president no a we be catch him say na a private life dey be say na ye meanwhile the taxes in the we don't need to know so no person catch him. And if you are another dangerous thing that you need to know is to assess that leader so or your wine leader no or your leader ben assume one critical point to know who is this your leader or assume be mu no wo enti assume na wo mu no say assume a wo mu twitwati and almost see the petiase. No more than ya. Okay, says I assume no. Okay, Yemfa or my shanensa. And now so say all that any private assume whatever no. Or banner what tam or minor unsuenum. Okay. And now or tam the whole nation Edia Kwako see octopus in them. Okay, meboa. No one ring Ghana say. Nekutano. Sa. Once me be another question say me so on be country Ghana for. Sa sexual orgy festival no asie ne sen. to obeba no na feed the gay ni lesbians enya to atese e Ghana sa program no ye na how many of you na mahwe omna metre ni na se kire se de se that's all we need ye de akache ne so omra opa ontena se ebra SSS ye de nyama gu ho mamo. Listen, don't pretend you know more of what I know you don't know. Nti member me challenge me a very serious journalist. And ma me hamadwini to de me nka se na me ke me nka se me ento aba mfa ma no. Wo beto aba ma no please kokoto aba na ma. Jam na me sumi nya madwuma. Enu ano no. Simple. Because I have questioned John Mahama e na memwo hu pen. I have questioned Kufuor miguso ye. No they me question enye yana. How? Why? Now, politics of today takes us to former President Kufuor advising some senior members and officials of the New Patriotic Party prior to a campaign to re-elect a flag bearer for the party after his tenure in office. How did former President Kufuor advise the MPP? Ebra Ufia Kunyasono. O to MPP for no for say. Munshe yo that time MPP for nya elected enya flag bearer bia Kufuor do kra mayo ene Kufuor A2 MPP for the MPP for more fire there na say na Kufuor e ka kire mo. Take a listen to this.
Who is always full of tension and fighting and that sort of thing. We have to be careful. The party must stay together. Then when we've seen such a person, we must also look and see when we present this person to the rest of the country, all of Ghana, he must be the type most people will look at and say, this man, when we sleep on him, we'll sleep. He's a good person, we'll work with him. That's how to get the majority, to secure the majority. So, among the candidates or aspirants coming, listen to everybody. Please, it's not the money they will bring around. If they call you, give you 10 million, and you think because of that you're going. When you want to catch a chicken, what do? You give corn. But then that corn might lead to his death. So it's not money. So the candidate that will come is not the money. Listen, ask questions, see how the mind works, look at its nature, and see whether the party will lead us all together like one family, and then after the party, the nation, the majority of the nation will accept this person for leader. The third thing you must again look for, whether when the power is given to this person to lead us, is the type with the experience and with all due respect the wisdom to be able to keep the country united, to secure the nation, to gain the respect of the forces, the military, the police, the chiefs. Look out for that, because we know the history. Some people have been given power only to lose it just like that. We don't want that. With us, when the power comes to us, we must hold it and continue till the last day, and then ask the people to continue to vote for us, to stay in power. So when you are given, check this person that is asking. He may be a nice man, we may like him, even perhaps most of the people may like him. But you see the type that can hold the power when it comes to us. That is another question. It's a difficult test, but then governing is difficult. But fortunately for us, now our party has the tradition. We know opposition and we know government. We are mature. Men and women, they are, I believe, wise. And Ghanaians trust us. So we must go the hard way, get a good candidate. I'm having to say this because I too have interest in who will succeed me. I want a man who will take the power so I can go into retirement, resting, and in dignity. I can sleep unemployed. So when I talk like this, some people will say, you want to impose. So no, it's not that. I'm entitled to want a good person to succeed me.
Former President Kufuor no. Also for isi amabeka small say ne Kufuor no 2 MPP 4. But na ebinimus face former President Kufuor ye wom. Well. I'm getting some very interesting messages here, Pao. But Munya Abutre say, be a real election and met to me boss me a call. So we need people. You see, areas no knowledge is power. Power or power, and you are Betty. Any said no. Knowledge is power. You must have knowledge. When you have knowledge, there can never be a way so be better at the ACC knowledge. Abraham Mebobo, the 13th family, no, Obidiaba. Yes, the Rothschild. The Rothschild is one of the 13th family. Yeah, Meba be mamosa, you know. But me my usukoko the Rothschild, the Windsor, the Council on Foreign Relations, CFR. There are lots of Ghanaians, top Ghanaian events and diplomats. They belong to that group, the CFR, Council on Foreign Relations, the Club of Rome, and all of that. Into one more teteha, their remnants are everywhere, and they are part of the global elite class. And to be better, we NDC, we did born a power. Now, so MPP beba yenchini to muda. Obeso so the other side. Say, but sir, and they have a way of holding onto themselves and cover up. Now what you hold? Na me no me need to. You be de sa. I was so him sa. Oh boy, enko baby ah. When you times ah, they know what they are doing behind closed doors. Who? You don't know how the world is being governed. Yes, the Windsor, Queen Elizabeth, the group no ono control. Wamwa so nekuta the IMF, the World Bank. The US government controls 56%. The US Treasury controls 56% of the IMF resources. Yet, the US Vice President, now the candidate, the Democrat, was here in Accra. Na sa movement na Kamala Harris or wahano na Ghana any IMF for near sign agreement. When Timi Anhwe Kufuor do man ka say no send am here $3 billion. Oh come on, take it for free. No. When Timi Anhwe na man farm no $3 billion no Kamala Harris was here signing an diplomatic whatever it is na say for bilateral what na Ghana officials also signing agreement. Over so am the becho munim dia moye. Obaya Besha Kufuor do nim catcher say on pass on shese on copasi gay and lesbian right. When would the Omode Kufuor do faso? Me say no Rome. President Kufuor do call Rome. Rome no okoye den. Wo den che me yachro. Ade okoye Rome no me yachro. Unhunu anu business Mr. President. Na document na guta na Pope de man say yenden. This minister was also a member of parliament for the people of Inshiaesu constituency in Ashanti region. Is making his confession tonight that sooner rather later there shall be a revolution of the minds. Why would he say this? Or say NJO, a nipa genebasa, a nipa again basa, a DNT and nipa memu, bonene doso, or no hubie, NPP, any NDC, a kwanya modi or main faso. And there's going to be a revolution sooner rather later. How did he put it? Take a listen to him.
But we are saying it doesn't matter. But God will deal with you. Sure. MPP and this MPC ministers in this. It is extremely important. We can't keep on putting up these dysfunctional behaviors and attitudes. Me excuses now. Media me possible happy nipa it won't happen. Very soon there will be a revolution. No revolution to pick any gun. And yet the street has some revolution of the mind. Sure. People begin. Sorry. For MPP, no NDC me. Obeka no. And the no will be a loud voice. A voice that will change the generation. A voice that people will believe in. Nyamebe nipa GD. Nipa betray the actually. Nanyi usika, enyi utumi, enyi wahuade, enyi party, enyi tribe. Because God will begin to have mercy on the children of Ghana. Because deception is so do. And turning people are glorifying lies and deceptions. 1-0. And it's especially within the parties. I was here building this country. We are given this responsibility not just because we nyame pesi enye sikasi obi a we ase. Enye because nyame pesi obi a say steka na we ni made ni mkasa nya no ana steka ye president na MP na minister nya no nyame se we yi yese ya nso because wo me yaso wo no e be carpenters the two makonya so e be to body nya bi di e be nurses they taking care of us. We want to treat people bad and lie and change the focus of this country and destroy the young ones. The time will come very soon. You're honest with people. You need to correct me.
Oni atro ne kretro do na sticker all kan yankopon hira no ebria mene mo ka say some politics ya mo ye wo he 32 years you and I know Nina enye about ye could elect a leader or what we believe there okuta rich policies and programs is about the money sikanwa tibu sisi the god of mammon sorry abetna omen to say and all over Africa the spirit of mammon till omen Africa so until anywhere elections are ongoing it is not the representative of the people through the means of real representation. It's about the money. It's about money. Now we are CPP for air kwakotwaba. Allegation can see a diabom say sikam kwani ekokwache oho 1,000, 1,500, 1,500. Sikasemon kwan. Folks, now so kase there shall be a revolution. So revolution at the day bano. Say, I don't know, but how it's gonna go. Meaning say no human being born by a woman can withstand that revolution. Nejine ye, baby a what party u sika dia show wo dem wo. Baby a wudu sika ne kogu ewo foreign bank wo. Baby a mudu musika ne siesie. The politicians in Ghana. Munyine you. Why? The day of reckoning. The day of reckoning eba the legend for no me see baby musika hihye empasie we mo amotu from e dia hihye ho mo amudi sika na kogugu septic tanks mu ene ade gina yie wo gira hosa na ye twagya so mu say a whole minister of state na wo de fire na ye show amonamono na ye twa video na ye de abeto social media so picture we me twa kire no ma picture we nyina we ni so a minister of state near the petrol egusu say bam near soldier na wo de no metwa na it is going across the social media landscape near show it is coming very close into the monkoswa boni erukasam any trimodin akronfo criminals rocks and thieves ye wadwene say wo ye kwekwa nanse wonim nyansa chi ye nyina fesikani sie why obrene ensoye. Now yenra Galamsey warfare. On the Galamsey warfare, however, stakeholders have called on President Kufuor to declare state of emergency on Ghana's natural resources in order to safeguard the situation from sinking too fast. But it does appear the president is not heeding to the call. Stakeholders President Kufuor said president declare state of emergency na Ghana natural resources no she ensuo say kwaye ni yebugum nti ye ntam onte. Regrettably, the Galamsey activities now stretches its wings into the ocean, causing more damage to aquaria species and many more. Afi Galamsey natne ne nsane ne nine ne ntaban na ediura epunumu. Yenhwe de ekoso in Shama in Western region. Tadi for demonstration kese bi besi wo tadi precisely enfa ewo secondi ho. Train closely Nanadwa, I greet you my sweetheart. Easy wo ho. We are monitoring the situation closely. Now hwe epono eda Shama no. Yeah. Ye de ye epui ma ohonso o how kese watch this.
Na ebusia for mo wona epone kala na ye na epupa wona ne kala ye Galamsey na mo ye ne kan wasem na mo ntie no mo he epone kala epu na ye brown no sumo epu na ye brown no Galamsey na mo ye ne kan na mo ntie no mo he epu no na ye brown no help no a pupa ni a punaya brown a punaya brown small a canamunti and Galamsey na moya near canamunti a punaya brown if I could tell me baby a pra and near in the boom no pra and near upon the boom Charlie the question may be a pra near upon the boom no
say a nipa nyankopon abo mo a obo ye na ba asase we so bosome nkromu ne ye wo ye na bo nyansa ma ye wo leaders ne so omunim nyansa ba ko say your leaders omu so omunim nyansa ba ko say omunibi hwe kwanya obroni e de nyansa aba Africa Ghana ka ho enaminimu ka say all Ghana food staples na yedini na have been chemicalized by this group called the satanic group called the Monsanto. Oma be chemicalize enuani na. And na Ghana enuani na aye de ben genetic modified organism GMO. Winim GMO kwana ko ready. Enam se bebre mu parking kan nti. And na ukuta pear na wo pear ni mu a na pear ni na ada na nsuo. Ukoto tomatoes. Now the tomatoes ni begu na one fine chef freezer mo ade china tomato ni na pro. Tese be enwa today ekuta self preservation unless it's a woody share baby in order to secure the lifespan. Sanet here. All because of your leaders, your stupid foolish leaders with no sense of reasoning, magnanimity, any share of arrangement have sold the birthright of this country to foreign powers. Mende, all your food staples, mobanche, modiabenyo, ninara, have been chemicalized by this Monsanto group in North America. Umaba chemicalized. Make us omoda so Ghana. Now imagine say this warfare you and the next yariebe to say the cancer cells, kidney, hypertension, on all kinds of diseases are on the increase. Yes. Your stupid leaders, your useless, foolish leaders have sold the country's right to this foreign group. Mukobi is a speaker not to Albambag ben said no parliament and a Monsanto group for Eba Ghana. And on the force Eba share that they want to, because Omasam they say, oh, one more baby chemicalize your food staples, so said they are answer. One I catch them. Yet, oko foreign countries now, America, Britain, France, and so far. When we answer Brunino, why you in all arrangements, way organic, way inorganic. What more, why onimian senti or the atoa, the ubehunu for 4 food bebre. Let's say no organic. Kwatane di na yari newu. What more option? No, ya hain swear. What be chemicalizing yanini na. Now, why imagine say ye duaninwa ye chemicalize men ye huhuano no yankasa indigenous as Ghanaians who we are. Against af ye beko na nsuo no so a nom na ye nya ahode ye se ese akọ chemicalize nsuo no ebe abodanfo ayarefo na we are na wasofo no akọ akogina ho na asofo na ekọ akọ buttons ho. These are sick people. I cannot say anything further than say we are a sick generation. Now here, several reports from NGOs, media, national security operatives, including the then Sector Minister for Science and Environment, Professor Kwabena Frimpong-Boateng, went to the president over wanton destruction of Ghana's forest and water bodies. Surprisingly, the president deliberately refused to heed to the exigency of the situation, including this one. Professor Frimpong-Boateng, Etrokrata, National Security for Atrobi, NGOs, Atrobi, Media, Edinina Beguho, President Ado Da Enkwa Ene Akufu. Also one day, on fanya eduma. On fanya eduma. And the Professor Frimpong-Boateng report also no government official where in Jubilee or elsewhere, and the Yachin said, they denied virtually no MPP official has been involved in Galamsey or signed every MPP member biaho. What about this one? Wenzwe Nano dia na moye no. Oya take a listen to this.
No person actually me hospital doctor bi on me kona makwa ko hu cause it's near me enkoda kona makwa ko hu na ayi friend say the America you charge myself you charge my no when so the make court ma me pastor na no ekokan boy bi a o chi ni ko tu mu a me ma yi no eno o minti ho o na me do number ma no say on the boy na ye na kola okay na kwa me ni obozu dia aka no omo ntimi ko ye Galamsey ho ni omo dia e charge ma no a no pe no busem enra no mete e charge ma no na den Kufuor akọ a omo ko ye adwuma no timi o abrochire wa frɛ me kura anope say me dia 5% nto be ma me 15,000 na me bo se Monday na kola bi enfe ma me okumase timi me ba Monday nti ma say ayi kura no Tuesday sa 15,000 no ma me no I ne ba ma e de adwuma ma no waje bonsam papa ma me no so ma me no report na ma region minister me frɛ ma me no onfa na no be live frɛ no me yale nyina no ma me no se wode woni me kokot waji ska no ye ya ma check a waji ka che minister say ye man ska na sa o ko fe nipa hwehwemu ye wate ma me ni ye nipa boni ni papa me hu bi da se me no wa bedada na jinisika na yese ye madwuma ye ni percentage ene abaji etu de papa no 15,000 de me ma me no sa 15,000 de ma me no ho no yambo e benada no pahia me kumase na me fe ma na fa koma ma me no se onji seska no onji wie no so on tia se percentage ya je no that's what chenchira obaje ne 30,000 me fe kwan na me de ma no because ike ni so ye adwuma no bia no a percentage no be ma 5% tourist bi also be ma 5 so na e call the lawyer ho no ya agree no enti won na ekoye adwuma no na obosu ni assembly man ne kwa me no no ma sheda ekodi akire bi enyom na ye adwuma no omo hwi nim tinkofo na omo ye adwuma no e bi omo na be ma obosu ni bi dia minim ika adwuma no no ye the concession ti oma no kura me ka kire no na busem ama ye no kono ka se omo ba ho na obosu ni kwa me no omo ne omanfo no be hia e na so omanfo no je 100 million aha sa na samnetie nti akire na se asamma se omanfo no so omo ye chip compound bi so omo ye mo se na ma omo ko mu bi anya se omo na do obi akoso onko ye adwuma anya no kura da papa no concession omo tibi fo bi enko me na papa na ma me chance na ma ka kire no nti me na me ka kire se sa na te dia no more atakranti me ma kwan na so akopo obi na ade na ba na omo ba bi nsi na me na kasa abrochire na so okay maka wate te me chefa na me se be de ma se be ya wo be kwakoye adwuma na so anyi sika ni because se na wo ka no me kra na wo se gume nti nkechi bibi nkechi obetuma ye o minti ho no se ho so ye forest a sika ho nti no ase obepe ni papa dem se secret o se diwo no so no ono afekwan bi so aba me ho ono so so koye adwuma ni binti ono na ayi na ko so ba ho so no koye adwuma ni binti enim so obetuma yusu no a to no yusu no so a mo ni na ho diwo no wa onim se ne ye adwuma no ye kalebule se so yusu no na wa obetuma pe obi ojini dia ade na wa onyi wani nsecha na fo no mo nya adwuma na utuka na adwa na wa akwaje usika no bebo because ne nipa aba no wo do obi ko gira ho ma wa obebu onim so ntumi ma ho ndi wo mentrase no aba me ho den documents kura abre me so sere me a memo ano na me mbusa sa da MP ntumi mo ano secret na me ka kire no we de nya de so ka kire obi ho aba me ho se mi ntimo menka ma no na yi ka jima no e ma no hia baby enye adwuma menka no na eno ko no frɛ me se di wo no aba se ka kyerɛ se me hu papa no ma no enti me de eno na me ka kyerɛ se momode na wo no ko pe China ni we no China fo no do moko nti wo ko pe China ni na fa mo ebra nti wo kosi eno ko no so eno ko ne etiche ni ene ne kwa asore nti wo kosi no so na fa China ni mo na wo yi hu afi mu kura nti wo no mo tem so no so a wo pe kura onko ho wo de wa ka kyerɛ se meji 50% nti no say edru ho kuma se be on be hia no mo hia na waje usika seed money a obeje no na waje simple na ekebia odi bia no wo de akra firi ho ne na afi ne ekoye nim ne de me no me anam ka se sumo esi ne enko ye tibiom many and a hot cross, and you can't let Trump Hosia, then I should have been a pembre and a Trump Hosia. If you are still cracked, a crack as a Nimam one, and actually, a lesson, and if I did answer. To me, the Amina catcher on, say, couldn't be answerable. I saw to me forceful. Now, Okoya said, you independent be a free no quack, or Babakumasa. Now, no man, on come. But I can't have no consequence, and then you had your home because mini panel. It will soon be a man in it. Let us some grab as well on to dear. Me trap Yasso. Now, independent man on Siamo. The dead, I'm a commo, almost him who you know Moyano, and no Uncle Sufri, or the Uncle dear children cassette. Tennessee, me no means so. If I call come a dear Chikranoa, that's it. Bottom here. The only in and yet, yeah, will be Iska at the amount. Nima Moa, or Vientum Wow, Nima Moa, Vientum want to be my chances. Said, and 2 years are coming. Says the Nipano, Obia Quest, Quandia, okay, Coco. I am the man is Cabia. Galamsey no quiet, when it's ya. I am the man and Jessica. Galamsey no quiet. It's ya, then I won't be to me, wow, to me quiet. It's a strong, for wandering, like a quiet sadium. And yes, I am more. My deep permission of a pan of my mamma quiet. The many chances I'm being out. To now, I saw down on the doors to me home. I'm a boy, I'm doing, and Susan Papa. Because me kwa more dissect into look masana Brandon coaches can demand another say me call office me acquire dissect more so the one na ma many there can say nipa ye careful no o catch director say onye dwuma no na me no mi no agene sika anti say den sika be manas but I am man check ya waje awie no
Monim nipa or kasi. Bohuno. Wonu nipa fun nipa boni say. On my bofo to say. Former district chief executive Emma Bosome from on workers on order hodon. Yes, only Google no. Ubehuno. Former district chief executive Emma Bosome from and work. Sa nipa boni we say by this time. Essentially, you ne free we ase. Oh, Bonnie, I was she real more. The Kufuor to me, yeah, and said, Papa, way, one more palm no free ho, near Pamasia, so uncle Trenfi. Now, Bonnie, would the our Bosome from Huninano, Uncle this kind of free, or say quiet. District chief executive Nagasau. It was a Galamsey na air coson, our main similar regions in Nana, Ubekom, regional minister Shemubi. District chief executive Shemubi, some members of parliament do many Shemubi. Sema, Bonne kwa, and woman excuse moment. Bonne, one nipa Bonnie way at essay, one no entrebe and impemre, etra nuesha, papa you. Na, entrebe impemre, etra husiana ede. Kaboni oditia Ghana. Bonu who say, entrebe impemre. Eguno ho na wo wonye pemire ni trebia was around the Ghana papa no down Bosome frɛ ho former district chief executive one or do very wicked man, very wicked man. Oh, President Kufuor who penipa na watch woma, this is the man. Bosome frɛ ho ono da ho no kwachi de tum na menhwa ade. Yes, me say moma ne na ho meba Moma ne na ho meba. President Kufuor ye pese o chi papa itum ne hwe ade. Yes. Ye pese President Kufuor de chi papa we itum na me hwe ade. Sema ho ono da ho no. Bone nkoa, bone. Yaw, o kai ni din. The former district chief executive Bosome frɛ ho fa ne din ni bra na me fɛ mom me refi ne din kra we bɔne ahyɛ ne ma se twom simo ono da ho no sabri o ɔhyɛ baabi ono da screen ni so no former district chief executive MPP for say obie ni nti won say time a Professor Frimpong Boateng the report ne ba na hwɛ nipa wonum go Jubilee House wo mu dwane ti se nkrantie enkosi a omayi kyene no obi ape ba bi ditiafa wo mu nya dwane ye and they were trying to take their a fight against Yaudea mentio aha ya dance on that ya dance on yenim guasini, a despicable fellow, a rock and a rat, useless person indeed. Wait, more pobia. What can home yas? Oh, say you should be a yano. Yamena ya don't more fun the picture for problem. Let's name and shame him and expose him. Baby, you would be a woman one on them one bonnier for one say impemire and chileben impemire etran wesha. This man, honor down, a crook, evil person. When him say gun and suno. President Kufuor the unity, Emma not to him, what talk him or quack with this kind of President Kufuor the to me and chip up to criminals, thieves, and rocks. Bosome fra home. Wait, a deben dance. A crook, a bonnier for no one Tema Emma Ghana. And the Yeni Nara, I had GMO. All our food staples are GMO, chemicalized by this Monsanto group. Ghana ni bia yare me say Ghana ni bia yare o na asem ni nyamba emema wache asem ni nyamba wache o yare ni nyamba wa aha ena nyamba wadwo na nya du fia na behu say ye kwekwa na ni tietie mu kasa ase wabodam na se ni senti wo ho weinom a person say Monsanto for no dey sa yare yi abe chemicalize ye nuane the genetic modified organism wa won penifo atena ho amakwan me abe sa na weinom so this crooks very useless person we dansunum weinom na mo hihye kwaye mu ho ewiem ho na mo say Ghana nsuo wono te wo say empemire enchireben ni mpemire etwa ne ho hye na be ne mpemire entwa ne ho nhia enchireben eni mpemire egunu ho because why are scared when yamin kaka Ghana leaders unhu omobo Kufuor oh say when you guase a very despicable Ghanaian leader ever on our history under the Fourth Republic yenyawa waba wentimi amfa oni ensi wo anti-minister ba kukurangum na wenya wuntumi krasini illiterate say wuntumi no what TV so radio display say yes o sketching obia yenyam onu kwantu gold no krasini wuntumi no te ono o ye dede tuatua so obia anya ne hwe yenna yemre yenum nsuo ne yenyare ne yenwu wo mo ebenya cancer wo mo ebenya kidney yare wo mo ebenya hypertension ensuo no amo ye nom ni nara aye cyanide and all related diseases muhu nipa mobo Onyankopon bo ni wiase bebi odum bedue no and ode natural resources ni nsuo we dem am adai edi asem onyame nka ka omate make a short break me ba Ghana Speaks extension takes off stick and stay. I'll be right back.
Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority. Oral Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great, folks. Welcome back. And of course, this is Ghana Speaks Extension. Yes, Ghana Speaks Extension. Now, coming up in the month of October, a review of the Agyapadie document and the Agyapadie project update, respectively, would be reviewed on the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline. We titled this Agyapadie Decide. Stay tuned. Saying Ebeko, Mami Infoni. Now, Infoni Amibe Yatro beginning. This is where the Pope of Vatican is share president no any yeden ni ne de aka ho. Hwade how the Agyapadie expose and our review will go. Watch this.
Dynasty plan to continue the legacy of a family hungry for power has been uncovered. A plan that will make the Danquis rule forever. But here's the third. This will not stand, as the lens of the front line has captured a document titled Agyapadie. For details about the plan, findings, execution, and the blueprints of this whole dynasty plan, watch this space in the coming days, weeks, and months as we uncover the truth of the dynasty plan of the Danquis. This is Code Red Season 1 of the Frontline, coming soon.
Great, folks. Welcome back. And maybe Adrian, the energy say, I say, you drew her and kasa. Yes, and I welcome all of you to Ghana Speaks Extension. And of course, in this edition, we throw the spotlights on the standoff between MTN and National Communications Authority. Yeah, and executive producer Yao Yamba joins me shortly. Now, before Yabe join him, NCA4 just money yeah MTN4 wasem ntimua data no monsa data na ya basabasa no ensem now my making kind message kakrebi sway GA live from ho Nana Abna also I greet you quick watching you live from Ireland. Good work done. Nana, thank you very much. Anthony Brew also watching you live from Obuasi. Mike Aflo also watching live from Kufuor de Villari. Also, I salute you, bro, watching you live from Atlanta, Georgia. Also, Kwame Alan Shamantin supporter. I greet you, everyone. Also, good evening. Samuel Roxon also Nana Nabucodonosor will not do it. Booster also greetings, everyone. And Nana one will say more fire. Now, Samuel Roxon also don't fight for Ghanaians who, whenever you are advising them, they continue to do the worst thing by following these thieves politicians. Michael Lavo said, why don't you go straight to today's program, please? And one here was one. John Kane, hey, John Kane, I say, honestly, Ghana has reached a point where the military cleanup is needed. No, the F word. The military should take over. So I know now, folks, I feel quite NCA. Now, once a some way a Agyapadie document in them say one better the national communication. No, I find saying the leading telecommunication organization MTN on better now form. But HDBS was a public information declaration of SMP. SMP means what? Significant what? Market power. Now, I'll say the NCA notes with concern some issues on its declaration of MTN as a significant market power in Ghana's telecommunication industry. The classification of MTN. Hey, lawyer Asante Bequin, or Maryland. I salute you, lawyer. Counsel Michelle Powell. Lawyer Bequin, Asante Bequin, or Maryland. My greetings. I'll say the clarification of MTN as an SMP is not a decision taken lightly or without careful consideration. It was based on extensive market research. The NCA as the regulatory authority, is entrusted with the responsibility of upholding fair competition and safeguarding consumer interests within the telecommunications industry. The classification of MTN as an SMP aligns with the NCA's mission and fulfills its mandate. The SMP classification is not intended to punish or stifle MTN's operations, but rather to ensure a level playing field in the market and protect consumer choice. Or say, when an operator attains a significant market share and dominance, it has the potential impact competition negatively, resulting in high price, lower quality of service, and reduced innovation. The SMP designation allows the NCA to impose certain regulations and measures on MTN to prevent abuse of its market power and ensure fair competition. By implementing measures such as asymmetric interconnection rates, tariff, parity, technology, the NCA aims to promote competition, encourage innovation, and protect consumers' interests. These measures enable other operators to compete effectively after sustainable pricing and invest in improving service quality. It is important to note that the SMP classification does not prevent MTN from expanding or growing its business. The regulations imposed are designed to ensure a healthy and competitive market environment that benefits both consumers and industry players in the long run. For any further questions or concerns, please reach out to the authority via blah 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 blah. Now, in same way, NCA for the other two way. I feel more no some more can say what measures being NCA for a taking with regards to declaring MTN as an SMP. Following the declaration of MTN as an SMP, NCA has undertaken the following measures. Measures MTN. One, with the immediate effect, there would be an application of 30% asymmetrical interconnect rates for 2 years, subject to market response in favor of the disadvantaged operators in accordance with the law. Set floor ceiling pricing, and you may be brave, but folks, Mean Delea, executive producer Yao Yamba is on the beat tonight on this very issue. Yao, Yamwadro. Now, what is saying? Great. I answered the Kufuor and advice. Yeah, Pemeso has seen how they are better. Great one. Now, MTN subscribers and watch Romopa lately about the challenges they are facing. Auto data no adhere data nasa. Just say it's something you cannot understand. Una ukoye background investigations we now. What is it that MTN subscribers need to know?
Okay. Meda say na mada ashwafonso asise omode ofidi ato ha say. The ekukos no nyina ne say NCA for pass act B in the year 2000. Omo passes act no in that act there is a period that when a particular marketer or telco attains a certain percentage of the market share, the market share, they are supposed to declare the person as somebody that has a substantial control over the market. So what the telco market does is, or the telecom market, is that it's a competition. But Drew Babina say one of the telcos has significant control over the market share. Then they begin to act more or less like a monopoly. Okay. And you know, almost share ni say nebeya Drew Babina will be attaining certain percentage of market share now, and consumers now or mine muna they declare the person as what a substantial or significant market holder share holder. They say they don't allow the market holder or the significant market holder to determine prices. I see. The NCA for no regulate prices. They begin to regulate the prices because they do not want a situation where MTN would drive out the other telcos. So for that reason, in 2020, and NCA for say MTN had attained that level. So according to NCA, in the year 2016, MTN had the market share of 46%. But now holds, as of 2020, they hold about 58% of voice and 68% of data.
MTN4?
MTN4.
Good.
So what it means is that they have become so significant to the extent that they can decide to do whatever it happens in the market. The other telcos will not be able to compete.
I see.
And when they decide to declare MTN, certain prices are not more charged for data and as for they sort of ask MTN to withdraw them.
That's right.
Because MTN4 bundle the zone data. So bundle, what they did was that the price was lower than all the other telcos.
Really?
Yes, it was lower than all the other.
Zoom bundle. Eh?
Yeah, it's the Zoom bundle. It was lower than all the other telcos.
But sir, you cannot fault MTN for doing that.
So as a regulator, if I want to side with them, what happens is that if you do that, automatically you drive the others out. Once you drive them out and you become in a monopoly, then you can decide to increase prices.
That's right.
Astronomically. That's what the NCA was trying to avoid. But what happened is, Omode Sanchi buy and say MTN4 should not charge below the prices the other telcos charge. Omode Zoom band on the buy and it was lower than the other telcos. So MTN was forced to charge above that. And so MTN4 they didn't do it initially, but NCA4 no more enya Mantawasana assembly I could do court and court forecast say NCA was right in doing that.
Yeah, of course.
And the prices MTN4 prices no more charge above the other telcos. It's either you charge equal to or above. But you cannot charge more than 10% above the other telcos. But I did and say, since that instruction, they are not NCA for no exception, and Shadam Bemusa, the NCA was trying to protect the consumer. But in the long run, it's beginning to look like they are punishing the consumer because you are trying to protect the consumer. Because
no telco no MTN, he doesn't lose anything. No.
He doesn't lose anything, and what is happening is that the other telcos, ni Agyapadie, yes, their coverage is low.
That's right.
They are not very reliable, so they have not been able to pull the consumers from MTN.
From MTN, yes.
And MTN for more.
That's right.
Because right now, if they were charging lower prices and they were still making profit, now if they are charging higher price, they'll make more profit, and they'll begin to have a larger control over the market. And see, consumers in Philly say NCA is punishing them.
So if I get you clearer now, what NCA was trying to do by creating what you call a level playing field across the telco industry, the telcos industry, rather than has hardened MTN more, if I get you. And again, MTN also has more events and masks.
Yes.
Mass be bria, more interconnectivity and cell sites, want to be much more than other,
in terms of coverage, in terms of reliability, in terms of better services, they provide until consumers, they've not moved away.
I see.
Research shows that after NCA for doing buy, the other telcos they rather lost some of the consumers.
Wow.
And MTN has gained about 12%.
Really?
Yes. And in revenues as Wow. But they were trying to.
MTN makes considerably huge, over millions of dollars in a month. And then a year, you'll be shocked. Now, okay, gets me an answer to this one. Now, I'll say public information concerns on data pricing and SMP. I'll say July 21st, 2024, the National Communications Authority, NCA, has taken note of some public concerns, especially on social media, regarding high internet data pricing and the declaration of MTN as a significant market power. The NCA understands the concerns of consumers as the regulatory authority for the communications sector. The NCA is entrusted with the responsibility of upholding fair competition, safeguarding consumer interest within the telecommunication industry. Therefore, the classification of MTN aligns with NCA's mission to fulfill its mandate. But question is, in all of this that NCA is trying to play this middle ground, have they achieved that mission to bring or to alleviate the suffering of the subscribers of this telco?
So they declared MTN in 2020, but this particular year, in 2024, people started complaining bitterly about the cost of data in the country.
Yeah.
That is what forced NCA to come out with this notice. Explaining why they had to take such a decision.
Wow.
And according to the NCA, for now, in Africa or in West Africa, no, Ghana charges one of the cheapest way. But there are a lot of people that have disputed that. They've disputed the fact that data charges in the cost, it's very high. Even if it is part of one of the cheapest across Africa, it is still high considering the type of connectivity I'm buying. Because obeto data and what to do it and awarding connectivity in so of them. A lot of the time you don't even use it for anything now. Data na expire. In terms of connectivity in Asifo.
And is the MTN subscribers are really hot.
So what is happening now is that it's not just MTN. It is every subscriber in the country.
Yeah.
Generally, the cost of data is high in this country. And anything that now Kufuor Philly say MTN was giving them cheaper services, but the others, if they don't charge higher costs, they will not be able to maintain operational costs. So they were charging higher costs. But MTN is charging lower, they were pulling away all the consumers. Until the other telcos were being forced to leave the country. So NCA had to come in, send a competition, a level playing field. But still now, to me, maintaining standard. For that reason, still now data cost was so it's higher. So a lot of the youth especially are complaining.
Which of the telcos in the free Ghana is there? Oslo uses $1. Okay.
Say 80. Oma bekabo my LT2 go. Omo no makabo mo 80 for no. Omo no mu free ho. I think they handed over the larger shares to the government.
I see. Yeah. In the final analysis, does it look like this standoff between NCA and MTN, won't go away anytime soon? From your perspective and how you're reading it.
So whatever will happen is whoever wins election 2024.
That's right.
Has a big role to play.
I see.
Youths are not going to be quiet on this matter because they are complaining bitterly about data costs in the country.
The youth of this country. Politicians in the moon taking notes of this.
People are complaining bitterly because the data is very expensive. And share the manifestos of the various political parties now. They both, all of them agree that at this point in time, digital jobs is the way to go.
Yeah.
And if you are preaching that and the cost of data is very high, it's very difficult. So apart from the fact that it is high, they don't give us very fast internet services.
That's right.
A lot of people will even lose some of their jobs because offers are remote jobs now. Yeah. Some of them, the jobs providers, they'll give you specific connectivity. I also into all those areas, whoever wins election 2024 will have to look at it to make sure that they will find a way to bring down the cost of data. So what the government needs to do is they will have to provide more infrastructure, especially for the other telcos.
That's right.
Send more coverage in so that they will be able to beat down the price.
Wow.
Because cost of data in there is unbearable.
It's unbearable. That's a great one. Fascinating development. And as far as executive producer Yamba is concerned, right on the beats of this research where and for the purpose of more MTN subscribers, and we become more data and more TS and only acquire research and the feedback. And of course, before Yamba takes leave of us, it does appear that there's something we also pictured. Our Agyapadie document in Muse. It looks like Kwanya Agyapadie document, MTN was fixed into it. Would you confirm, even though we are not going to go up on this one, but in the coming event,
page 20,
page 20. For the purpose of Muamukuta document,
MTN was mentioned in the Agyapadie document, page 20. I think they just put it on the screen.
So right, and Edahono for the purpose of clarity, Muamu Agyapadie document and the Kwana Kokin kind. Page 20. 20. Ukonkai say currently we do not have much foothold in this role that telecom companies play in the lives and economic fortunes of this country requires us to make a strong entry into the sector. Can you imagine a strong entry? What we nimu hurry. Some mudi company for quite way so my customers so every folks. When we be on MTN koko share what document anymore. Yankopon yadma, the month of October, brace yourselves up because you're the full review no edeba and no any opportunity say Agyapadie decides. Folks, Yamba takes leaves of us, and of course we're about to close, and then DJ Lastic Nenedom ebe take over your screens. But my manager has made me kind messages kakra near there. Sorry, so I say, Kweku, good evening. Every day I listen to your program, but as for today, you have spoiled my mood. I was taking my dinner, but I can't take it anymore, all because I'm very scared today. Please, what can we do to overcome these Caucasian rights of the New World Order? Please, can we escape? Hey, God help us. We are heading towards the deep. My name is Akwesi in Ashanti region. Akwesi, brace yourself. There's more. Well said. Salam, Kweku. I thank you for enlightening we Ghanaians, especially me. My God would always protect you and your family. Amen. And stay blessed. I am Aluta Kaswa ECOWAS more fire. By the way, my idea wasn't respond this. Best regards to you tonight. The twists and turns of events coupled with Galamsey menace is really having a toll on our livelihood. Why is TUC mute over this barrage of wickedness perpetuating against us? We are pleading with TUC as to where it should issue a communique with regards to Galamsey Kanka, because it is a matter of national importance, as they did to Snake Saga. Interestingly, Dr. Bawumia is talking like opposition leader, crisscrossing the length and breadth of this country, canvassing for vote. The question is Bawumia still not a vice president? Ghana can't he implement some of the proposal to enshrine in his manifesto, whereas to navigate and safeguard our environment, forest, bodies, water bodies, waiting message, doors and doors. We are saying, now I only do calls with MTN, but I use Telecel for browsing. But in the night, I find it difficult to browse. Honestly, if care not taken, not to be taken, flat would take over at Shama Township. Amagana. That's some AC ewo honum. We say, Nana, there is a lot of pressure on the president, Nanado, to ban small-scale mining, but this is not the right time. It is for the next government, that is to say, Bawumia government. And the whole cannot say the internet only me yes everywhere. Well, say good evening, Kweku. Great show, great job. God bless you and give you strength. Kweku, this Kufuor-led government has been the worst government in the Fourth Republic. Be bold and vote against them. Thank you very much. From Prince Hima, Big Farm, NOD Free Ebaim. Or see, you are saying all that which is on my heart. These leaders are absolutely wicked. We or say, it's actions the best because we had norms, taboos, folks, and healing. Simon from Tamale, NOD Ebaim. I am shocked and outraged that our president lies have gone unchecked, yet he remains a power. Where are our nation's defenders? It is time for us to defend truths and freedom. We must rise up and call for president's resignation or face people's liberation. Time for action. Okay, Echo Thomas and the message or the folks. Medemo AC Hano na aswa kweku yanso yeko na yakwa akoda. My name is David Deku, watching you from Nungwa, Cocoa Beach. Brakweku, God bless you for your educational information program, and also what the MP is saying is true, but they would not listen to him and change. Yes. They will not listen and change. Okay. Good evening, Kweku and CTV crew members. My name is Nana Yao from Tema, and keep work for listeners of the people of Ghana and nation as a whole. Good evening, Honorable Kweku. Today I am bringing your title out as a man of integrity, a man of honor, a man of honesty, a man of probity, versatile person who. People of Ghana, let us help Kweku to do his investigation job. God richly bless you and no fear. We are behind you in Jesus' name. Cornelius Ahoga, draconian legislation, Kaswa and Ode Eba bro. Thank you very much. We are saying, what you do? The white man want to kill Africa. Okay. Was watching you from D Ahinkro. I don't know where Sakro no. I say. The Rothschild family, thanks. I just heard. I'm watching. God's blessing. We will meet one day, bro. Very well. My main family is here. Is Ghana starting the cashless world by gold or for? Yes. But the basic I say, if Ghana have the mindset and the same ideology as you like, Ghana would never experience something like poor system. You are among the best top leaders I have ever come across in my life. You as a total and my respect. You need more leaders like you to make this world beautiful and peaceful. May God bless you upon you, Gabriel Asamoah Prince Kwabena. Time market not the folks. My museum. DJ Elastic and any guest baby take you over your screens. Adio mobile so mbe bom nyom. No, must say, dear sir, to keep your nights floating. Ana unhusa inti mua anadrimuni baby ako na so matobaha na mabre mo girls eje jamo girls na eje jamo mo man eje jamo no me ade girls na to really me ade pe baby afa no trahana hwe screen na DJ Elastic and then apam for the metrans interview no mama some call it some monso amuni binenso na na matra ho sa na mahwe screens no sa na mudi keep your nights floating until the next day started. Of course, this has been your weekend frontline with Kwekwana, investigative journalist, great guys Ebomi Chidom, Ruby X Ekahobi, online editor Keynes Campbell Ewo Sorohonomo, and then the two indefatigable guys, credible Womotene Tene Nopson, and then of course just left here a executive producer Yaoyamba Womuna Kabo Mabibiano Eko Kama, editors Kofi Ansa, and then director of research out there Eno Kofi Eji Womina Abomi Chidom. May catch us a program way edasuda internet and so ko YouTube na kwhwe osha mesrew peja fema wunu bi say show asemwa ebanie forward it to a friend, a brother and sister. No ye na ye hwe onyankopon ya adoma Monday asem kesi BC studio ha say eja ojatana eba ye besa the part 2 e dia bro special edition no I de ebro last week Wednesday no ye ne part 2 eba. Kwekwana is my name. Until same time I come your way Monday. Bye for now.